struck a deal with fire, shook a shadowed hand. Whiskey burns deep, cards soaked in sweat. I looked the devil in the eye and placed my bet. Oh, the devil don't forget, and he sure won't forgive. He took my soul in a deal, now I barely live. The road stays hot, the signs all fade. I carry the price that I myself made. Chains rattle soft in the dead night chill. A figure stalks close with a colder will. Hounds cry out from the hill so steep, but death's just a whisper. I've gone deeper than sleep. Oh, the devil don't forget, and he sure won't forgive. He took my soul and it lives, and now I've been the right to live. The road stays hot, the signs all fade. I carry the price that I myself made. Slide guitar. Dark slide guitar. There's no heaven at the end of this ride. Only hoofbeats pounding where the lost ones hide. I made my vow, signed in flame. Now I ride through the ash, bearing no name. So raise your glass, let the bottle bleed dry. Redemption's a ghost, I no longer try. Dust kicks high, the cold wind set, and the devil's dead. Ain't been paid yet. The sun bleeds down behind the ridge. A creeping chill across the bridge. Whispers crawl from the sleeping dust, where faith once lived now rots with rust. Down the devil's path the stories breathe, of holy men brought to their knees. Crows take flight where sins are sown. You walk this trail, but not alone. The lantern flickers, barely glows. The woods remember what no one knows. Footsteps echo with every wrong. Each mile a verse in a cursed song. The chapel's bell tolls sharp and wide, calling lost souls who tried to hide. The moon turns dark, the wind turns cold. The devil grins with hands to hold. Down the devil's path the stories breathe of holy men brought to their knees. Crows take flight where sins are sown. You walk this trail, but not alone. A name carved deep in twisted oak, a warning left in blood and smoke. It marks the ground where angels fled. This road won't rest till truth is bled. Down the devil's path the fire feeds. The bones of pride and broken creeds. Crows still circle cold and known on this cursed path. You're never alone. Clinging to the edge of a long lost trail, the moon wears frost like a morning veil. Silhouettes crawl where truths once lie, and every breeze still speaks the cries. The chapel doors swing with a hollow groan. Wind hums hymns for the long gone bones. Stone by stone the past decays, but those cold voices never fade. Haunted whispers in the dead of night, rolling through the hills, pale and white. Spirits call and shadows press. Rusted bell rings soft and slow. Steps on gravel with nowhere to go. The air cuts deep like a preacher's sigh, and the silence howls a lullaby. Cabins sink where the weeds now grow. Empty frames where firelight glows. The swing still moves with no one near, like it's rocking old forgotten fear. Haunted whispers in the dead of night, rolling through the hills, pale and white. Spirits call and shadows press in this cursed land where forever guests. These walls with trembling hands, now they tower like shifting sands. The truth was sold in veils of gold, while silence bought the brave and bold. We shout, we bleed, yet still we fall. No savior answers when we call. The chains we forge now hold us tight, feeding on our dwindling light. They move like ghosts behind the veil, writing laws that make us frail. Every voice gets drowned in lies, buried deep beneath their eyes. They promised peace, a proud foundation, but we live in a shadow nation. No way out, no way out. Down a street called Ash and Flame, we walk alone, no face, no name. The gears still turn, the system feeds on dying hopes and silent pleas. We shout, we bleed, yet still we fall. No savior answers when we call. The chains we forge now hold us tight, feeding on our dwindling light. They move like ghosts behind the veil, writing laws that make us frail. Every voice gets drowned in lies, buried deep beneath their eyes. They promised peace, a proud foundation, but we live in a shadow nation. No way out, break the spell. Are we cursed or born in hell? If the righteous choose to flee, will the blind still claim they see? They raise their flags with blood-stained pride, but we see what the truth can hide. Fighting laws that make us frail. Every voice gets drowned in lies, buried deep beneath their eyes. They promise peace, a proud foundation, but we live in a shadow nation. Yeah, we live in a shadow nation. No way out, no way out, just a shadow nation. They burned my past, left me in flame. Thought I'd crawl, hang my head in shame. But I don't beg, I don't feel. I ride with ghosts and cold hard steel. Blood on the ground, smoke in the air. You played your hand, now don't you dare. There's no repent, no final prayer. Only fire gonna meet you there. Sky's gone black, the crows all scream. Justice now's a brutal dream. Ain't no badge, just dirt and lead. Just my eyes and what you said. Blood on the ground, smoke in the air. You played your hand, now don't you dare. There's no repent, no final prayer. Only fire gonna meet you there. You look for grace, but grace won't show. You crossed the line too long ago. No saints ride out where I've been. Only shadows with blood-stained skin. Blood on the ground, smoke in the air. You played your hand, now don't you dare. There's no repent, no final prayer. Only fire gonna meet you there. The moon hangs low, my boots stay warm. No mercy rides in this red storm. Ashes fall like a whispered sin, and I won't stop till the end begins. Till the end begins. There's a shadow stretch across the moon. Whispers drift through winds that moan. I hear the echo of a long-lost tune down where the devil walks alone. Footsteps crack on gravel path, leading deep where the cold winds blow. Memories caught in a lover's wrath on the devil's road below. Walking where the wicked tread, with ghosts that never let you go. The past ain't dead, it walks instead, out on the devil's road we know. Skeleton trees reach side to side, holding truths that time won't show. Graveyard secrets never hide, on the devil's path they grow. Guitar moans through desert wind, echoing sorrow and vengeance. Moonlight dances across your grin, but your eyes, they never glow. Just a heart that's learned to wear its sin, on the devil's road pain flows. Walking where the wicked tread, with ghosts that never let you go. The past ain't dead, it walks instead, out on the devil's road we know. Yeah, down the devil's road we go. Town where the daylight hides, where sorrow walks and mercy died. The pine trees whisper cold and mean, I burn each bridge I've ever seen. Crows on the fence, black as night, eyes like coal, they catch the light. Old porch groans like it knows my shame, ghosts and sins all wear my name. Empty bottles, hard as bone, wind hums low like a haunted tone. Memories hang like smoke and dust, this land don't cradle, it just rusts. Crows on the fence, black as night, eyes like coal, they catch the light. Old porch groans like it knows my shame, ghosts and sins all wear my name. Shadows thick where hope won't creep, restless souls don't ever sleep. Blood in the soil, grief in the breeze, this ground don't beg, it only bleeds. Jackknife moon cuts through the gloom, stars above don't light this tomb. Weight in my chest, cold in the air, stillness screams like no one's there. Restless souls don't ever sleep. Blood in the soil, grief in the breeze. This ground don't beg, it only bleeds. We play games with the shadows deep, but the reapers never sleep. Words we trusted turn to lies, while the smoke fills up our skies. We scream and fight, but it's all in vain, drowned beneath the flood of pain. They circle close like starving hounds, tearing hope from sacred grounds. They are wolves howling for our skin, fangs of power, blood within. No escape, no higher ground, just crimson rising all around. They swore we'd find sweet liberty, but we live in a dark country. Just a cog in a crooked wheel, crushed beneath their iron heel. Behind those suits no soul remains, only lust for more and gain. We scream, we cry, they turn away. The silence louder every day. They feed on fear, on every sin, the nightmare we are living in. They are wolves howling for our skin, fangs of power, blood within. No escape, no higher ground, just crimson rising all around. They swore we'd find sweet liberty, but we live in a dark country. Is there fire still in our veins, or are we shackled by our chains? We pray for truth, but trust is dead, sold for silver, drowned in red. They call themselves the only way, but they're the night that stole the day. They are wolves howling for our skin, fangs of power, blood within. No escape, no higher ground, just crimson rising all around. They swore we'd find sweet liberty, but we live in a dark country. Yes, we bleed in a dark country. Rising over Graveyard Hill, the night breathes deep, the air turns still. Whispers flow through the twisted trees. Every shadow hides old memories. drift down forgotten roads, wearing silence like weathered coats. The past lies buried shallow and near, and the secrets in the pines still whisper clear. Shadows in the pines, they call my name. A lonesome cry framed in midnight flame. Echoes of sorrow, ghosts in line. You haunt the valley where the sun won't shine. Rusty chains on a leaning gate guard that house in a haunted state. Windows shattered, doors hang low, where time stands still and memories glow. Silent prayers in the chapel bare, candles flicker on heavy air. Winds of change, they moan and sway, but something here still wants to stay. The night holds secrets dark and deep. Listen close, you'll hear them weep. Every fallen leaf, each distant cry tells a tale that refuses to die. Down by Old Whiskey River, I saw a ghost in the night, with a bottle in hand. He stood by the pale moonlight. Whispers of sorrow echoed through the trees. His eyes were full of stories, painful memories. Mama said, boy, don't you wander too far. That river's cursed with shadows and scars. But the moon was my guide, and the night grew cold. I felt the weight of history in that haunted fold. Whiskey River's ghost, he's no friend, he's no man. He's the rage of the storm, the cry of the damned. Hold your breath and your tears when you walk that path, or you'll find yourself buried in his heartless wrath. Legends and tales passed down through the years of broken hearts and endless tears. The ghost by the river with his mournful song pulled me closer to where I didn't belong. In the silence I heard him call my name, a whisper in the wind, a voice in the flame. Turn back your soul, boy, it's too late. The ghost and I now share the same fate. Whiskey River's ghost, he's no friend, he's no man. this heartless raft. There's a shadow over yonder where the old barn creeps. In the still of the night, not a soul dare speak, though the moonlight glimmers on the silver gale. In that haunted hollow, silence always prevails.
Grandpa told stories of lost souls and bones, talking about folks who never made it back home. Echoes in the forest of a mournful tune, a distant reminder of the town's dark doom.
Ooh, there's a shadow haunting every hill, whispers of the past that linger still. In the night it comes calling through the pines, a tale of sorrow in these winding vines. Down by the creek where the water runs cold lies the tale of a love that was bitterly sold. She waits in the silence, her heart turned to stone, for the man who had promised but never came home. Ooh, there's a shadow
Haunting every hill, whispers of the past that linger still. In the night it comes calling through the pines, a tale of sorrow in these winding vines.
by the old churchyard where the wildflowers grow lie the markers of secrets no one else could know. When the north wind howls through the weathered trees, it sings a song of heartache carried on the breeze.
Ooh, there's a shadow haunting every hill, whispers of the past that linger still. In the night it comes calling through the pines, a tale of sorrow in these winding vines.
the old whiskey river, I saw a ghost in the night. With a bottle in hand, he stood in the pale moonlight. Whispers of sorrow echoed through the trees. His eyes were full of stories and painful memories. Mama said, boy, don't you wander too far. That river's cursed with shadows and scars. But the moon was my guide, and the night ran cold. I felt the weight of history in that haunted fold. Whiskey River's ghost, he's a friend of no man. He's the rage of the storm, the cry of the damned. Hold your breath and your tears when you walk that path, or you'll find yourself buried in his heartless wrath. Legends and tales passed down through the years of broken hearts and rivers of tears. The ghost by the river with his mournful song pull me closer to where I don't belong. Silence, I heard him call my name. A whisper in the wind, a voice in the flame. Turn back, young soul, before it's too late. The ghost and I, we share the same fate. Whiskey River's ghost, he's a friend of no man. He's the rage of the storm, the cry of the damned. Hold your breath and your tears when you walk that path, or you'll find yourself buried in his heartless wrath. Ripped from silence, born from storm, I wear the night like a uniform. Ain't no road I won't defile, ain't no mercy in my mouth. I leave ashes in my wake, every step another quake. If the reaper wants a taste, he better come running with haste. Yeah, I leave ashes in my wake. Steel in hands, no second guess. I cut my path through loneliness. They said I'd break, they said I'd fall. Now they're just names burned on the wall. I leave ashes in my wake, every step another quake. If the reaper wants a taste, he better come running with haste. Yeah, I leave ashes in my way. No cross, no grave, no final word, just the sound of thunder I've stirred. The sky can burn, the ground can shake, but I'll keep walking wide awake. I leave ashes in my wake, every step another quake. If the reaper wants a taste, he better come running with haste. Yeah, I leave ashes in my wake. Midnight shadows on a lonesome road. The wind whispers secrets only ghosts decode. Gravel crunches under worn out boots. In this town the past don't stay mute. Yeah. Skeletal trees reach up for the moon. Old barn creaks to a ghostly tune. Cicadas wail in a mournful key. A night like this ain't where you wanna be. Where you wanna be. Cemetery trail on the edge of town holds broken dreams and leaden frowns. Crosses mark the tales untold, where every name is etched in cold. Fading gravestones tell no lies. Silent screams beneath pitch black skies. Echoes linger caught in time. Haunted whispers hum a mournful rhyme. Rusty gate swings with a groan. In the graveyard, you're never alone. Stars above refuse to shine. This cursed place rewrites the line. Cemetery trail on the edge of town holds broken dreams and laden frowns. Crosses mark the tales untold, where every name is
etched in cold. Cold. Where you wanna be, where you wanna be, is etched in cold.
Crawl across a cracked red clay. The wind hums songs the dead used to play. The night is cold and the silence grows, full of secrets that the lost road knows. Ghost of the broken road, they call my name, born of sorrow, baptized in flame, no turning back, no place to hide. I ride this hill with death by my side. Each mile behind me is lined with graves of the men I was, of the love I gave. I wear the scars, I drag the chain. The dust don't wash away the pain. Ghost of the broken road, they call my name, born of sorrow, baptized in flame, no turning back, no place to hide. I ride this hell with death by my side. Let the cold wind tear my skin. This cursed trail won't let me win. No cross can save, no prayers unwind the ghosts I carry in my mind. Ghost of the broken road, they call my name, born of sorrow, baptized in flame, no turning back, no place to hide. I ride this hell with death by my side. Storm clouds gather on forgotten fields, a lonesome wind that cuts and heals. The ghosts hum low a sorrow tune. Whiskey glows beneath the grieving moon. Cold shadows dance down gravel trails. Echoes whisper long lost tales. A rusty sign swings in the wind's cry. Broken dreams too hard to deny. In the night where wild things roam, maybe the lost still call it home. A heart gone dark but holding light, drinking memories by moonlight. A blackbird sings from a crooked pine, secrets carried down the line. The air hangs thick with what won't pass, every child's joy, every lover's last. Chain link fences guard the pain, old letters burning in morning rain. Footsteps wander where none have been, a silent prayer for might have beens. In the night where wild things roam, maybe the lost still call it home. A heart gone dark but holding light, drinking memories by moonlight. Yeah, drinking memories by moonlight. Town where the daylight hides, where sorrow walks and mercy died. The pine trees whisper cold and mean, I burn each bridge I've ever seen. Crows on the fence, black as night, eyes like coal that catch the light. Old porch groans like it knows my shame, ghosts and sins all wear my name. Empty bottles, hard as bone, wind hums low like a haunted tone. Memories hang like smoke and dust, this land don't cradle, it just rusts. Crows on the fence, black as night, eyes like coal, they catch the light. Old porch groans like it knows my shame, ghosts and sins all wear my name. Shadows thick where hope won't creep, restless souls don't ever sleep. Blood in the soil, grief in the breeze, this ground don't beg, it only bleeds. Jackknife moon cuts through the gloom, stars above don't light this tomb. Weight in my chest, cold in the air, stillness screams like no one's there. Where hope won't creep, restless souls don't ever sleep. Blood in the soil, grief in the breeze, this ground don't beg, it only bleeds.
The bottle's dry, the moon hangs low. Through cracked glass, the cold winds blow. Every ghost I knew feeds the gloom. Shadows crawl across this lonesome room. Gravel roads and a rusted gate, dragging chains of a heavy fate. Memories sting like a phantom wound under a sky still marooned. Whiskey and silence, heavy is the night. Lonely hearts flicker in the failing light. Every still breath, a whisper from the past, frozen in time, like shattered glass. Barn door sways with a creaking call. He left this world one bitter fall. Now cries ring out through a smoky haze. I'm still wandering through his maze. A trembling clutch in my weathered hand. The years roll by like slipping sand. By the river where we used to lie, now it's just me beneath this sky.